All right, everybody, welcome back. So like I said, I'm going to start out over here at Mount Doom. I'm going to drop my threat by 3 from the campaign card. We're going to collect our resources, and look who shows up. It's Rosie. Okay, Rosie is here. That's huge. So I have the 2 allies that I put in this deck. They're the only 2 allies I put in the deck, and I have them in hand. So we're going to start out by playing the Master of the Forge, because the first non-unique card I play does not require a resource match. So then I can start finding attachments I need to get Sam's willpower up. Rosie can help with that. So Rosie is also going to come in. She can be exhausted, and she can apply her willpower to a Hobbit hero's willpower, attack, or defense. So that is amazing. Okay, so because I now control 3 allies, I will have to raise my threat by 4 at the end of each round. So that's why dropping my threat over here is really important, because I'm trying to not to have to engage enemies. And I also want the Black Gate deck to hit 80, because I want to play those Doom Hangs still. It's my only chance of winning. But to be honest, if I do not clear this quest stage this round, we are done. That's it. I mean, this is ridiculous how long it's taken me. So let's trigger the Heavy Burden. I'm going to raise my threat by 1 instead of exhausting Frodo. I'm not going to trigger Master of the Forge because I can't afford anything I find. And let's just go questing. Since I only control 5 characters, Sam still gets +2 willpower and does not exhaust a quest. We're going to send Gua here, Frodo for 3, Sam for 7, and yeah, we need to make the progress. So having that Nazgul fly over to the Black Gate, the Eye of Sauron was looking over at Aragorn, and the Nazgul followed, so that helped immensely. We are currently up by 2. Just 2, because that Mordor road went up an additional threat for each ally I put in play. And we revealed the Lidless Eye. So it's a treachery, so that means I can't cancel it, and it's going to surge, and for the first time, we have to make a fortitude test. So a fortitude test is just like a hide test. You are going to discard cards off the top of the encounter deck, and then you look at those little eye icons, and you compare those eye icons to the willpower of any character you've committed to the fortitude test. So I'm going to exhaust Sam. His willpower is 7. We're going to discard the top 2 cards, and I easily pass the fortitude test. So that means we don't have to do the negative effect on the card. And then now, because that was a treachery, it's going to surge, and it surges into this, perfect. Okay, Evil Vigilance. I'm not going to cancel this because it's just simply raised my threat for the number of questing characters. That's fine. I can handle that. And can you believe it? If I use Rosie and if I put on the ring, we can actually advance to stage 2. Oh my gosh, that took so long. It took 4 rounds, which was ridiculous. Okay, 4 rounds. Let's go to stage 2. The road to Isamouth, we're going to find a Mordor road, and then we're going to shuffle the discard pile back into the encounter deck, and then we're going to travel to the Mordor road. Well, on easy mode, there's only one Mordor road, so it's already in staging. That's why I picked it, and that's why I never traveled there. So we're going to travel there. The Mordor road says when it becomes the active location, discard the top card of the encounter deck. If it's an enemy, add it to the staging area. Please don't be an enemy. Please don't be an enemy. Okay, thank God. Okay. 2B is actually not that bad. All we got to do is place progress here from questing successfully. Then we'll make a fortitude test, and if we pass it, we then get to advance to stage 3 at the end of the quest phase. So that's not bad. I should be able to do that. Fingers crossed. We got to get through the road, though. It's 5 progress. All right, combat. Do I want to engage one of these orcs? Because Sam is exhausted from the fortitude test, it's actually not a bad idea to engage an enemy with a higher engagement cost right now because it readies him. So let's do that. Let's engage another one of these Uruks. That's going to ready Sam and give him boosts. Because I have Sting, I might actually be able to kill the one that's wounded. He just needs 1 damage. Come on, Sting! And then, you know what? Orc Disguise. Maybe I can keep... You know what? I think that's actually a pretty good idea. I'm going to trigger the Orc Disguise, and the one that just engaged me is not going to attack me this entire round, and it would have attacked me twice. So that's excellent. Come on, Sting! Woo, Gollum! Yes! Okay, goodbye. I don't want to see Gollum. At the start of this game, I thought it'd be kind of cool if Gollum showed up, but no, I do not want him to show up. I am so sick of enemies. I'm good. I'm very, very good. So Sam defended that, and Sting was able to kill that orc because it was 2 threat on Gollum. And then using Fast Hitch and the Grey Wanderer, I'm able to ready. And between Frodo's boost from putting on the ring, Sam's boost from getting engaged by that enemy, we're able to kill the non-wounded Uruk, which was amazing. And then because the Master of the Forge is still ready, I can look at my top 5 cards. They were all attachments, so I am definitely going to grab the Fireside Song, which is really going to boost Sam's willpower. And you know what would have helped pay for it? Me putting the 2 resources on Sam from triggering the Grey Wanderer. I cannot believe I forgot to do that. That stinks. Okay, forgot to put 2 resources on Sam when I triggered the Grey Wanderer is a big mistake on my part. I don't need to make this quest harder on myself. Okay, end of the round, I have to raise my threat for every non-fellowship character I control, so it's going up by 4. So that's going to put me over 30, which is no good. And then everyone's going to ready, and we're going to go back to the Black Gate, where an absolutely epic battle is about to start, because holy cow, it's going to get crazy. Okay, I'm going to make the corrections that I noticed while watching the other videos. So there's Aragorn's damage, and there's my threat increase. Here is my hand. Lots of good stuff. So let's collect our resources. We're going to draw this quick strike off the top of my deck. And only 1 character right now can take an additional restricted attachment, and that's Gandalf. Everybody else has 3. You're allowed 3 based on the 3 Hunters contract. But hold on. Getting that Spear of the Mark on top of the deck, that's better than the Dagger of Western A's, because the Dagger of Western A's might not trigger very much. And the Spear of the Mark, when it attacks into the staging area, it's +2 attack every time. So I'm going to spend a resource to put the Spear of the Mark on Éomer, getting rid of the Dagger of Western A's. And now another Quick Strikes on top of the deck. I'm really happy to see these events. The events are what I need. Okay, let's put a Gondorian Shield on Gandalf. That's going to give him another willpower, and he is one heck of a defender now. So that's good. Everybody has 3. I'll do some quick math. And then, like I said, 3 Hunters decks, you don't really do a lot once you get everybody situated with all of their restricted attachments. So let's go right into the quest phase. We are going to place the 5th resource on the Black Gate. Raise our threat by 1. It's getting up there. 62, I believe. We have this Nazgul up in staging. And then we also have the Eye of Sauron, which is making every enemy +1 threat. So I'm putting 2 on there to remind me to count that. And we are already up against 22 threat. And we have to reveal 5 cards. Easy mode, folks. This is easy mode. All right, so Aragorn is actually questing for 10 because he's no longer reduced by 1 willpower because of that treachery. And then everybody that quests with him is +1. So I'm going to send Éomer and Gandalf. So between the 13 from them, we're going to send 23. So we're 1 ahead at the moment. And then when Éomer commits to the quest, I'm going to spend one of his many, many resources, and we're going to attack that Nazgul. Éomer is attacking up into the staging area for 3, +2, +2, +2. So he's attacking for 9. So we are going to do a good amount of damage to this Nazgul, which is great, because with that quick strike, I should be able just to take it out when it engages me. And that's really important. That's what helps this deck actually survive what I'm calling the middle rounds of this quest, is hopefully between Goblin Cleaver and quick strikes, I'm not defending everything, and I can just kill these enemies that are engaging me. And as long as I don't threat out, I should be able to make it to round 7, maybe round 8, with Doom hang still. All right, 5 cards coming. The first one is Jaws of Steel. We got to assign X damage, where X is the amount of resources. So that's 5 damage going to get dumped out. I'm definitely going to put some on Éomer because he never defends. So with the contract always healing 1 damage around, he's a good soak of direct damage. So there we go. We got another Reeking Moat. That's going to come in handy, maybe not this round, but perhaps next round. I'm going to want to travel to the Reeking Moat and slide an enemy under it. And then card number 3, okay, a 5 threat, Walls of Morion. So let's add 5 threat. That's awesome. You know, a 5 threat card when you're revealing 5, 6, 7 cards around. Okay, and then a 2-threat enemy. He's actually 3-threat. Deal 1 damage to a questing character. Okay, I will put that damage on Gandalf, and we just added 3 more threat, and I am quickly running out of room because I just have way too many cards. And then a 4-threat enemy, and when this guy engages me, raise my threat by 2. All right, well, obviously I did not quest successfully, so we can get rid of that active location. We're actually up against 36. And we sent 23, so our threat's going to go up by 13. You know, it's actually not that bad. I actually thought it would go up more. So yeah, let's go up by 13. We're at 75. Okay, 75. 99 is when we lose. And now travel. So I think we're going to want to travel to the location that is 5 threat. Get that 5 threat out of staging. It just makes enemies in the staging area immune, but there's not going to be any enemies in the staging area because they're all coming down to get me due to the Eye of Sauron making their engagement costs -10, and I absolutely want to kill that Nazgul. I do not want it flying back to Frodo and Sam. So, yep, we'll travel to the Wall of Moria and then engage these 3 enemies. During the engagement phase, I spent one of Aragorn's resources to ready him, and then I triggered the Grey Wanderer to heal everybody 1, and then I raised my threat by 2 from engaging the big orc, and I also dealt out the archery damage. And I just want to say, at this point, I was getting really tired. I mean, this is exhausting to play these 2 quests together. But yeah, let's just keep pounding ahead. All right, shadow cards dealt out. Gandalf's going to pay for a quick strike off the top of the deck. He can pay for a card off the top of the deck once per phase. Gimli's going to swing in. He's attacking for 9, and that's enough to kill the Nazgul that Éomer damaged. So that's wonderful. I don't have to worry about that attack. The Nazgul goes back in the discard pile of Mount Doom, and oh my gosh, the shadow card was the Nazgul from this quest. There's still another one in the deck somewhere, but awesome. Okay, glad I didn't see that. All right, we got 2 attacks coming, and we got lots of defenders. So let's defend with Aragorn. He's defending for 5, and he's going to defend against the big Uruk that is attacking for 5. And I could use Gandalf's staff to get rid of the shadow, but I really want Aragorn to get resources. Like, I really want to start readying him like twice around, so I'm not going to, and it was +1/+2 if the defending character was damaged. So okay, so that's going to do more damage to Aragorn than I would have liked. You also, you see that Lembas on Aragorn? Yeah, I'm thinking that Lembas is going to show up next round for sure. We're going to be using that sucker. All right, Aragorn gets to swing back thanks to Anduril, and he does a couple damage to this Uruk, leaving 3 hit points on him. And then we're getting attacked over here for 4, and I think I will have Gandalf defend, so he's going to ready thanks to Shadowfax. I had thought about readying Aragorn, but I think it makes more sense to have Gandalf defend this attack, and he's defending for 4, so I don't think... No, he's defending for 5, and the shadow is discard a non-objective attachment I control. I think I can ditch one of Éomer's weapons, and I should be able to find another one to put on him. I have opened the armory, and... Well, actually, I don't know what the top card is. Oh, hello! Okay, Doom hangs still. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, great. Well, that's really, really great to get the second copy of that. All right, now, attack back. Nobody's ready, but I can use Aragorn's resource to ready him, and Aragorn attacks for 4. I also have Goblin Cleaver in my hand. I think what I'm going to do is ready Aragorn and play Goblin Cleaver. Goblin Cleaver is going to deal 3 damage to the orc that is wounded, and then Aragorn is going to be able to do 3 out of the 4 damage to the other orc, making him a perfect target for Firefoot next round, and Firefoot can do some trampling. So let's do that, and then we will go into the end of the round. I'm going to raise my threat. It's now 78, so it's 2 below Valor. And then the end of the round effects, I'm going to have the Eye of Sauron turn back onto Mount Doom. I'm going to draw a card at the Black Gate opens, and I'm going to drop the threat by 3 over at Mount Doom. And let's see how Frodo and Sam are doing. Okay, let's drop my threat down to 30, so that makes Mount Doom 3 threat. and then draw a card. The card that we get is Cram. That's excellent. So I'm going to put that on Sam, but first I want to play Fireside Song, so I'm going to trigger the Grey Wanderer and raise my threat by 1 and collect 2 resources. Man, watching this video, forgetting to put those 2 resources on Sam, I know that was not good. I really wish I hadn't done that. So I'm going to spend those 2 resources, Fireside Song, so now every song Sam has gives him +1 willpower, so now he's at 9 willpower, and then I can put Cram on him, because he's going to need to start making all these fortitude tests, so he needs lots of readies. Frodo can't commit to him thanks to that stupid attachment he has. All right, let's put the Song of Wisdom on Sam. So now Sam has 10 willpower. And look at that. I forget to pay for the Song of Wisdom, but like I said, Sam should have had 2 more resources anyway. So there we go. And then let's see what the Master of the Forge can find. Oh, he found the Searching Eye. He also found a Fast Hitch. Okay, that's excellent. I was going to put it on Rosie. I was thinking getting 2 uses out of her would be good, but I decided to put it on Sam because I think I just need him constantly being able to ready. It's just extremely helpful. So Sam is going to get a Fast Hitch, so now he has lots of ways to ready, especially since I already used the Grey Wanderer this round. And then, yeah, let's go into the quest phase. So we're going to trigger the Heavy Burden and raise our threat by 1, and let's go questing. So all we have to do is place a progress on the actual quest, and then we pass a fortitude test, and then we'll advance to stage 3. Okay, 13 willpower against 6 threat, but I put the marker at 8. Anyway, we get the lidless eye again, so I have to make a fortitude test. So of course Sam's going to commit to that. So he has 10 willpower. We got to look at 3 cards. They're currently +1. And yeah, okay, no problem. I don't think there's a way he could fail. So we added no threat. And like I said, unfortunately, for some reason, I put the marker at 8. So I actually make enough progress right here to progress. You can see why I'm so confused. I'm like doing all the recounting. Like I thought I had this, but I have plenty of ways to boost my willpower. So I'll just exhaust Rosie and she'll give Sam a boost. And then I place the progress on the quests. So now I need to do another fortitude test. So Sam will ready thanks to Fast Hitch. We look at the top 3 cards. And like I said, I don't think there's a way I could fail this. Yeah, not even close. So we pass and we now advance. Stage 3A, The Last Gasp. Shuffle the discard pile into the encounter deck. We're going to discard cards until we get a location, and then we're going to add the location to the staging area. 3B, 20 stupid progress needed. God, 20. All right, the first treachery card can't be canceled, and it's going to surge, because why not? And then forced at the beginning of the quest phase, we're going to make a fortitude test. And if we don't pass that test, we can only place 5 progress. So this could really bog you down. I don't know if I can get through it in one round. I'm going to definitely try. All right, let's discard cards until we get a location. Okay, the first location we discard is the 2 threat Plains of Gorgoroth. It gets +2 threat if we failed a fortitude test. 4 progress, we got to make a fortitude test to travel there. If we fail it, we have to raise our threat by 4. I'm just going to leave that in the staging area, and we're going to engage this orc, and when it engages me, guess what? I got to make a fortitude test. All right, so that readies Sam. Sam is going to commit to the fortitude test, and we have to discard the top 3 cards. All right, there was only 1 eye, and then 1 for the Eye of Sauron up in staging, so no problem. And then I need to ready, so I'm going to use that Cram and pop Sam back up. Sam is going to trigger Sting. Oh my gosh, that's perfect. So there goes the Ring Wraith, and it does 3 damage to this guy. Oh, that was lucky. All right, no shadow, so no damage. And then Frodo can ready. He's attacking for 2. Gwahir adds in 3. If I put on the ring and give Frodo +2, that's enough. We can take this guy out. If I had done my questing right, Rosie would have been ready and she could have boosted Frodo. But you know what? We got rid of the enemies. Look at that staging area. We did it. We cleared it out, and now we just need to make a bunch of progress. Let's go to the end of the round, and we're going to swing over to the Black Gate. Things are about to get really crazy over here. All right, let's get resources. We'll draw this shield off the top of my deck, and I have to get another weapon on Eomer since he lost his Valiant Sword last round. He's got an absolute pile of resources, which I'm going to need. So here we go. Let's draw the shield. Top card of the deck is, a golden belt. That lets somebody hold another restricted attachment. So because of the 3 Hunters contract, somebody could be holding 4. I think Aragorn over there needs another restricted attachment. So I'm going to put that on him off the top of the deck. And now Goblin Cleaver. Well, oh man, that would be nice to have on top of my deck. But I'm going to play Open the Armory. We're going to search the top 10. And I want to get something else on Éomer. Unfortunately, I did not have a weapon in hand that I wanted to put on him. Okay, shield, armor. There's another Valiant Sword. That's probably what we're going to take because it's always +2. Yeah, okay. So the Valiant Sword we're going to put on Éomer, giving him his 3 restricted back. And then we'll go right into the quest phase. Come back. And so we're going to have to raise our threat by 1 after placing the 6th resource on the Black Gate. Firefoot's on top of the deck. And yeah, this is a little scary. If I can make it through this round, I should be able to play Doom Hang Still the next 2 rounds, which maybe will give Frodo and Sam enough time to dunk the ring in Mount Doom. So, actually, you know what? I put that golden belt on Aragorn. Let's give him the shield. And then he's a really good defender at this point now because that's +2 defense. And it gives him 1 more willpower. Okay, so what I'm going to do, since I have to reveal 6 encounter cards, I'm going to heal now with the contract to buy myself some more hit points. And then I'm going to send the entire team on the quest. So what it's going to be is 30 against 20 at the moment. We're up by 10. The active location is not affecting anything right now. So, yeah, we're up by 10. I'm sending everybody, and I'm going to plan on using the Lembas that we got while we were in Lorien to ready all my heroes once the quest phase is over. So, here we go. 6 encounter cards coming. Card number 1. Yeah, okay, that's wow. A 4-threat Nazgul. Great. A 2-threat Reeking Moat. That might be useful. A 2-threat Beleaguered Hills? Yeah. Okay, so that's 8 threats so far. Okay, the Hour of Doom. So it's basically Doomed 5. Doomed 1, and then raise my threat by 1 for every character I control. So we are now in Valor, because we are over 80. We are at 84. And then that was card number 4. Card number 5 is a 2-threat Archer that does damage when it engages me and has Archery 2. So we have added a total of 10 threat. And then the Rage filled him. So the Mouth of Sauron is going to attack me. Okay, well, Aragorn did not exhaust to quests, and I just put that shield on him. But, geez, oh, Pete, funny enough, we actually don't under quests. I don't know why I bumped my token. So I'm going to place a progress on the active location. It absolutely doesn't matter because we don't have to raise our threat from under questing, which is absolutely insane. I can't believe it after revealing 6 cards, but we were up by 10. So let's have Aragorn defend here, and the shadow is attacking enemy gets +1 if it destroys a character. Okay, so it's an attack of 7. Aragorn's defending for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we take no damage, and yeah, wow. So I'm going to place a progress on the active location. It doesn't matter because the important thing is we didn't underquest, so the active location actually doesn't go away, leaving us with all those locations still in the staging area. And just absolutely crazy. All right, so let's engage this Archer. He's going to do 2 damage when he engages you. And then Gandalf should be exhausted. I don't know why I left an exhaustion token off of Gandalf. So when he engages me, I'm going to put 2 damage on Gandalf. Now, when we engage the Nazgul, when it attacks, I either have to raise my threat by 4 or return it to the staging area. Okay. So let's play Lembas. Got it way back in Lorien. Basically, ready all my heroes. So it's a one-time use, and then all my heroes are now ready. So that's going to be extremely useful. And yeah, we have some fun to do here. So I'm going to start out by playing Quick Strike, which lets me declare my attack before the enemies attack. And I'm going to declare this attack in the engagement phase. And we're going to declare Éomer as the attacker. So he's attacking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to attack the wounded enemy that has only 1 hit point remaining and 1 defense. So that means 6 damage spills over via Firefoot. And we're going to trample to death the other orc before the archery triggers, because we did this in the engagement phase. So now we go into the combat phase, and let's get attacked by this Nazgul. Aragorn is defending for 7 against this attack. It's not going to be a problem. Exhaust a character I control. Okay, that's fine. I can exhaust Gandalf, who still hasn't used Shadowfax. So Gandalf will exhaust, and then Shadowfax will pop him back up. And between Gandalf and Gimli, we can kill the Nazgul, and I was supposed to raise my threat by 4. I'm going to notice that when I start my next turn and see the Nazgul in the discard pile. Gandalf is going to exhaust Glamdring to draw 3 cards via Foehammer for the most thematic play possible using that card. And then I'm going to put a resource on Aragorn with Gandalf's staff. Okay, let's go to all the end of the round effects after raising my threat by 1. The Eye of Sauron moves to the Black Gate staging area, and then the Epic Multiplayer campaign card effect, I'm going to drop my threat by 3 over here and draw a card over at Mount Doom. And I know I have 2 rounds because I have 2 copies of Doom hang still. So I can survive 2 more rounds over here. It's just a matter of can Frodo and Sam get what they need to get done in a very short amount of time. All right, let's draw a card from the campaign card. I don't look at it now, but it's a Song of Travel. The Eye of Sauron has moved to the Black Gate. It is no longer on Frodo and Sam, so we have some breathing room over here. We do not have much threat in staging. We have 5 threat in staging. We need to get through 20 progress, so let's ramp up our willpower. We get another Fireside Song, which I could put on Frodo, but I'm just going to try to ramp up Sam's willpower. So there's the Song of Travel that we drew, so that's +1 willpower thanks to his Fireside Song. So he's now questing for 11. Seems pretty good. Let's exhaust the Master of the Forge and see if we can't find anything else useful. Another Fast Hitch, a Song of Hope, and another Fireside Song. Okay, well, readying is really good. So let's get this Fast Hitch. And Sam now has the lore resource icon thanks to his Song of Wisdom. So I'm going to trigger the Grey Wanderer, raise my threat by 1, give him 2 resources, and then spend 1 on the Fast Hitch and put that on Rosie. So we can use her ability twice. So I think what I'm going to do is commit her to the quest, and then she can boost the willpower if she needs to. Okay. You have to start out doing a fortitude test. So Sam's going to exhaust to the fortitude test. He has 11, and we count the eye symbols. There's only 4, so we're fine there. So we're allowed to place as much progress as possible. We're not limited to 5. Sam's questing for 11. Let's send Frodo for 3. Let's send Gwahir for 3. And let's send Rosie for 2. So if I do my math right, that is 19. And we're up against 5. All right, Heavy Burden. Let's not forget. Raise my threat by 1 for that. And the card we get, okay, it's the Orc Hold. I'm glad it wasn't a treachery, because once again, the first treachery can't be canceled, and it would surge. But if I revealed a second treachery, I could have canceled it with my Hotam Bombadil. Okay, time to boost the willpower. Rosie can boost it by 2, and then Frodo can put on the ring and boost himself by 2, giving us 4 more for 23 to 8. And then Sam can spend a resource for the Song of Hope, making it 24 to 8. Not enough. We did not make the 20. We did good, though. We made a lot of progress, but definitely not 20. Okay, so we're going to have to try to clear this next round. We have no enemies. Do I want to travel to get some threat out of staging? Nah, we're fine. We can overquest everything. Let's not travel, and let's go to the end of the round. So I got to raise my threat by 4, 1 for every non-fellowship character, and let's see what's happening over at the Black Gate. All right, let's start out by raising my threat by 4, which I should have done when that Nazgul attacked me, so I'm up to 86. Not much happening here. We are just creating
a diversion.
Yes, thank you, Legolas. That's what I was going to say. All right, resources gained. 2 more resources from the Steward of Gondor. We're drawing this Spear of the Mark, and then we are going to play Doom Hangs Still in the planning phase. So if you're in Valor, you can raise your threat by 2 and spend 5 resources, and you get to skip the quest phase. That's right. We're going to skip the whole quest phase. That includes placing the resource token and raising our threat. So 5 resources being spent, and we're just going to skip the whole quest phase. This will buy Frodo and Sam another round to get the ring to Mount Doom. Let's just trigger some cleanup type stuff. We will give a resource to Éomer with Gandalf's staff. We're going to trigger the Grey Wanderer contract and heal all of our heroes. And then we're going to go to the end of the round, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose to keep the Eye of Sauron on us because we're creating
a diversion.
Yes, a diversion. I get it, Legolas. You, Mr. Exposition over here. So yes, we're going to keep the Eye of Sauron on us. We're going to raise our threat and Frodo's threat by 3. And then with the campaign card, we're going to drop our threat over here back down by 3. All right, back over to Mount Doom. Okay, the first thing we got to do is raise our threat by 3 because the Eye of Sauron is not moving over to us. We draw Rosie with the effect of the campaign card. We're going to start the round and draw the Fireside Song. Okay, so we got to make 4 progress on the quest after we successfully make a Fortitude test, and then we can travel to Mount Doom. So let's see what the Master of the Forge finds us. 3 songs. The Song of Hope is limit 1 per hero. It could go on Frodo, but I think it makes more sense just to grab the Song of Travel, and we're going to spend a resource and put that on Sam. So he is now at 12 willpower. So yeah, Fortitude test, no problem for Sam. Okay, so let's get ready to go into the quest phase. First, we trigger the Heavy Burden. So I either raise my threat or I exhaust the Ring Bearer. I mean, I could exhaust Frodo. I don't think I'm going to need him, but let's just raise our threat. I mean, I don't think I'm going to need him twice, is what I was going to say. And then Fortitude test. So Sam is going to exhaust, and we look at 4 cards now. And, geez, yeah, no problem. Okay, I don't know why I put the token on Strider. I'm supposed to put it on Fast Hitch. Okay, so Sam passed the Fortitude test. He readies with Fast Hitch. And to be honest, I didn't even need to pass it because we only have to place 4 progress. So between Sam and Frodo and Rosie and Gwa here, well, yeah, that's a lot, but we're up against 8. Let's see what we get here. Okay, a 2-threat orc, because, you know, Treachery Surge and stuff, so I can't quite remember everything that could have hit me. So we have placed 20 progress on the quest phase, and this means we are allowed to travel to Mount Doom. I mean, it's crazy. We're here. We're at Mount Doom. All right, we got to make a Fortitude test. If we fail it, we raise our threat by 9. Sam is still ready, so Sam's going to commit to the Fortitude test. 4 cards coming. Here we go. And we have... Are you kidding me? Oh, you filthy little maggot! I can't believe this! This is the most thematic thing that could have happened. As we are climbing up the slopes of Mount Doom, Gollum shows up during the Fortitude test, which means he comes in play and engages me. Unfreaking believable. Wow. Okay, well, then that advances us to stage 4 because we did travel to Mount Doom, the Crack of Doom. And then when revealed, we shuffle in the discard pile and we discard cards until we get an enemy. I mean, this is supposed to be how you maybe find Gollum, but holy cow, having him show up in the Fortitude test, absolutely insane. And I'm not too happy about having to get more enemies, so we get this little surgy orc that doesn't surge because he's discarded then added, but all of a sudden my combat phase, which I wasn't thinking was going to be a big deal, is going to be. All right, so we still have Dire, allies cannot enter play, and when revealed effects cannot be canceled. And then Forced, when Mount Doom is explored, we're going to make a Fortitude test, discarding 1 extra card for each player, and then it gives the win condition, but actually the win condition we care about is on the back of the Mount Doom campaign card that we will look at if we make it to that point. Well, here we are at the Crack of Doom, and all of a sudden I got 3 enemies attacking me. One of them's Gollum. This was really unexpected. Okay, so when that big Uruk engages me, it either attacks or I got to raise my threat by 4. I'm going to raise my threat by 4 because, you know, 3 attacks coming. I got to figure out how I'm going to handle this. I do have some ready characters, and I have some ways to ready characters, so should be able to handle all the defense. I just won't be able to kill anything, so we pretty much need to win next round. All right, shadows being dealt out. Sam is defending for 5 because he got boosted by Gollum. He's going to defend the big Uruk first, and when he does so, we get to trigger Sting. Let's see. 2 damage. Okay. Sting's going to sting this guy for 2. And then the shadow is +1/+2 if we failed a fortitude test. So that was 5 against 5. We're okay there. I can trigger the Grey Wanderer, and I can ready Sam by raising my threat. I'm going to give him 2 resources. So he is now going to be ready, defending for 5 again. He's going to defend the little orc, and I can trigger Sting. Let's not forget, no shadow there. Does Sting kill this guy? No damage. Okay, and then Gollum. Gollum attacking. Yep, Frodo. I mean, right? Right? Gollum versus Frodo? So here we go, 2 against 3. Ooh, goodbye. And no damage there. Rosie could have boosted Frodo's defense as well. Okay, we survived that. We just need to clear Mount Doom. So we have 1 more round to go. Let's raise our threat by 1 for every non-fellowship character we control. And then let's swing back over to the Black Gate to see if they can hold out for 1 more round. And I know what you're thinking. It's a little anticlimactic over here, but I mean, you got to get to this point. You got to be able to survive those rounds where you're revealing 4 cards and 5 cards. You also need to have 2 copies of Doomhang still in your hand, and you have to be able to afford them. That's 10 resources. So I set myself up to be able to make it through these 2 rounds to give Frodo and Sam a chance. And also, your threat is an issue. I'm currently going to be at 91 threat when I play Doomhang still. So there was a lot of things that had to go right for me to be able to have the Black Gate Opens deck survive this. So we just played Doomhang still. I did some healing, and we're going to trigger Gandalf's staff. And we were just able to sit here another round. If Frodo and Sam were not able to destroy the ring on this following round, I would have to play a round here because both games start at the same time. So this is going to end, and the Frodo and Sam game ended. And then both games are going to start. And if Frodo and Sam don't win, I got to play the round, and I'm going to be revealing 7 cards. So we really need Frodo and Sam to dunk the ring in Mount Doom this turn that's coming up right here. We are also going to be having the Eye of Sauron looking on the Frodo and Sam game. He is aware that Frodo has the ring and is in the cracks of Doom. So the Eye of Sauron is going to be on Mount Doom as we head over to that game. I'm going to drop my threat by 3 here, and we're going to have the Frodo and Sam deck draw a card. All right, Frodo and Sam, it all depends on you. 2 brave little halflings alone in the land of Mordor. Let's see if you can do it. Okay, the Eye of Sauron is here, so that means fortitude tests have +1 eye, and we got to do a big one here. So let's start the round. We're going to draw the card from the campaign card effect. We get Daron's Runes. We're going to collect our resources, and then we're going to draw our actual card for the start of the turn. That's kind of interesting. It's Frodo's Intuition. Okay, he has 2 resources if I wanted to play it. And, I mean, yeah, what the heck. Let's just play this Daron's Runes, see if we can find something interesting. We get another Daron's Runes and a spare pipe. All right, whatever. All right, I'll discard the drinking song, and let's just go. I don't need to play anything. So, what do we got to do? We got to make the 9 progress on Mount Doom, and then we got to make a fortitude test, and it's a big one. It's a big fortitude test. So, sending characters on the quest, I am going to send Sam for 12 and Frodo for 3. And we are currently up against 5. And we got to make 9 progress. So I'm going to send 15 at the moment. I can do a lot of boosting. I'm really not sending the other characters that could commit to the quest for thematic reasons. I just want it to be Frodo and Sam. Let's trigger the heavy burden and raise my threat. All right, so I'm going to ready Frodo in case I get that stupid treachery again that would make it, like, surge twice. We can't cancel when revealed effects on any cards per the quest card, so it looks like Hotam Bombadil is not going to be used in the campaign up to this point. I really thought I would have a chance to use it, but every time I revealed a treachery, it never surged into another one, or if it did, it was one I didn't want to cancel. And the quest stage where I could have canceled treacheries, we did not reveal treacheries. So, okay, let's reveal the card. Yeah, it's a treachery. I would love to cancel this. So I either need to exhaust the ring and reveal an encounter card, or I discard cards until an enemy engages me. Can't use that. I wish I could. So let's discard cards until I get an enemy. I don't think there's really anything that's too bad. Okay, so when this guy engages me, he makes me raise my threat by 4, or he attacks me. Raising my threat by 4 would put me at 60, so I'll just take the attack. I'm defending for 4, and I have Rosie. No shadow. Okay, so we're fine there. I won't worry about sting. So we actually added no threat, which means we do make the 9 progress. So let's ready Sam with fast hitch. And now that we have progressed through Mount Doom, that means we need to make a fortitude test. And we need to have an extra card for the test for every player in the game. So I'm going to count myself and then the player over at the black gate. So 7 cards. There's 1 in the staging area already. Here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sam was 12. We did it. We passed the fortitude test. This was the final test, and now we can advance to the campaign resolution. The black gate opens, does not need to complete this round. Resolution. The first player must choose keep the 1 ring and succumb to the power of Sauron. Then the players lose the campaign. Destroy the 1 ring card and defeat the power of Sauron. Then the players win the campaign. Isn't that odd now? After all, why not? Why shouldn't I keep it? The ring is mine. And then Ian, dancing like a mad thing, held aloft his marshmallow, a stick still thrust within. It blazed now, wrought of living fire, and with that he swung too far, striking his father's outstretched hand, and with a shriek dropped his prize. Well, there you have it. Brad, that was for you. Okay, so the official Saga campaign is completed at this point. We have destroyed the ring, and that means we have successfully defeated Sauron. Now, the Scouring of the Shire. I mean, it's a really important part of the book, and it is not in any official content. So the amazing folks that work on the A Long Extended Party fan-made extension of the Lord of the Rings LCG do have a Scouring of the Shire quest, and I will be playing it, and they do have a way to play it in campaign mode. So if you only want to play the official content, this is where the campaign ends. But if you want to get the ALEP content and continue the campaign with the Scouring of the Shire, you can. The cards are available, they are free, and I will be playing that next. So I hope you enjoyed the videos up to this point. I sure am. I'm having a great time. And I'll catch you on the next video. All right, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.